I tried to drop the door and you hit me first. Oh, oh, I looked away for a second. Oh no! Oh god! What? Where am I? I found a new bug. What is, where am I? Oh no! Um, I broke it. I think I broke it, guys. I think it's broken. No. Oh no! Well, this is new to me. Can I? Whee! Oh no, this didn't fix it. Oh my. Am I out of bounds yet?
A few moments later.
It's gonna reset me. I don't think. I don't think it's gonna reset me at all. Oh, this is a problem. All right, we're gonna. Hello everyone, and welcome to 5 Laps at Freddy's. I don't want to harp on this game too much because a million people have talked about it lately, but I just wanted to go over some of the basic mechanics and talk about some things that I know about the game that I haven't noticed anyone else talking about, since the main focus has been how broken everything is. I'm gonna play as Mangle here. One thing I'll notice quickly, or I'll mention quickly, that a lot of people do seem to notice is, so the class bar over there, I'll pick Puppet here so you can see the difference. This is the same car. The class affects the stats of the car quite a bit. So now Midnight Motor Car is an all-rounder because I've picked the Puppet. But now I pick Mangle, and it's very different. So be aware of that whenever you pick characters. Also, a quick note, there is a fatal error crash that can happen on Midnight Motorist. It does not happen all the time, but you're playing with fire if you play on this map. I do think all the maps are pretty fun. The base gameplay of the game is pretty fun, but there is a decent chance that you'll crash if you play on Midnight Motorist. And you gotta be careful not to go out of bounds on both Midnight Motorist and the Sinkhole. The Sinkhole, you'll just get stuck out of bounds in certain areas. The other two maps, that shouldn't happen to you, but this one has a crash, and I mean, it can just be a little janky. I'm also going to go on here so I can show you something while I tell you how some of the mechanics work. Basically, the blue battery, the big blue battery, is your life bar, and it's similar to how normal Five Nights at Freddy's games, you need to keep track of power. Your battery is essentially your night's power source, and if you run out of that blue battery, the big bad wolf will come and get you. To refill your big blue battery, you can drift, and if you hold the drift a certain amount, depending on the car, you need a certain acceleration and amount of drift, and you'll automatically boost upon letting go. The little blue battery, which fills your little blue bar, I have done so you can't see it right now, it's the empty bar. That increases the max capacity of your big blue battery, and the orange bar, which is refilled by those symbols right there with the arrows pointing up, the little cars, the arrows, that increases your max speed. That thing right there, this. That increases your max speed. And those little pads on the floor also refill your big blue battery. Getting hit drains your big blue battery, so you gotta be careful about taking too much of a beating, or else you're gonna get wolfed. And with your weapons, you can aim behind you. Let me wait till I get around these corners so I don't run into a wall. And you can shoot behind you. The little laser gun that I just fired, by the way, bounces off a thing, can hit multiple people. So if someone gets shot near you, you also gotta be mindful not to get hit by the laser when it ping-pongs off another car. Oh, it's about to be morning. There's something that I need to show you over here by Juniors at nighttime, so it's unfortunate that it is day shift right now. Hopefully it'll be night shift whenever we go back around. Nobody's back there. The AI is decent some of the time. They do a lot better on the Fazbear Hills map and on the Underground. On this map, they seem to struggle with trying to get past these cars and some of the corners they get stuck on. The AI is definitely one of the things that's going to need a lot of work before this game fully releases. Which, while it's not a discussion of what the game is in its current state, I really hope that because this game is probably not tied to any... I guess if it is tied to any merge releases, it shouldn't be any that couldn't happen even without the game being out there. Because it's not a story game or anything like that. So I am hopeful that if this game takes more than a year to finish production because of the rough stage, it seems to be like an alpha or beta build right now, hopefully they'll give them extra time to work on it. Oh, before I forget, it's nighttime. We'll talk about the game development in a minute. Look at these guys. Mr. Hippo, possibly Happy Frog, Pig Patch is over there. There's a blue bear, so maybe Shadow Freddy. I don't know if that's supposed to be Orville or not. It doesn't really look like an elephant. But those seem to be the Mediocre Melodies and maybe Shadow Freddy. And if that's not Happy Frog, it could be a gator like Monty or something. Unsure. But they're right next to Juniors, so that could be a potential lore thing. Or it could just be random, but I don't know. Well, who do you think those characters are? They seem like the Mediocre Melodies to me, plus Shadow Freddy, but I'm not entirely sure because the orange one doesn't really look like an elephant. That's the one that's really throwing me off and making me question who they're supposed to be. And the jump, by the way, is chargeable. I figure I'll mention that. See, that's not charge jump. This is a very charged jump. And I think the jump capabilities are different car to car as well. I'm not sure which stat affects that. Another thing that I wanted to talk about that I haven't noticed anyone else really talking about. People have been like, yeah, there's going to be multiplayer in this game. It's supposed to be multiplayer. But the problem with that is that, well, a lot of us were assuming online multiplayer meant that we were going to be able to go online and play with our friends or streamers or whatever, or just randoms online, with a full party of 12 players to fill up all the racer slots. It seems like it's only going to be split screen up to 4 players. It doesn't seem like we're actually going to get a full, like, online servers or even being able to host a server yourself where you get to play with all the car slots. Playing online with other people, I'm not even sure if it's going to be split screen with AI plus your 4 friends. It might just be, you know... Well, I mean, even if there are AI, they're not going to be able to fit all the slots. It'll only be 4 real people plus the AI, or it'll be just 4 people with no AI, whatever they decide to do. I imagine keeping the AI wouldn't be that big of a deal, but only 4 people. I feel like a lot of people would be pretty disappointed about that if they knew it. I don't really know if there's going to be any plan to change that. I was wondering if it was going to end up being a live service game, but I don't think that's going to be the case. So if you had your hopes up for that, I'm sorry. I'm disappointed too. We can all be disappointed together. But as rough of a shape as this game is right now, it is fun. The basis of the game does seem pretty solid. It just needs a lot more time to cook, and with them adding, I think it was 16 tracks total. We only have 3 so far, and these 3, well, Raspberry Hill seems okay, aside from the AI getting stuck sometimes. The Midnight Motorist and the Underground map definitely need a lot of work, and if there's going to be 13 more tracks on top of that, and we don't know if they're just not shown to us. They could already be made and just need finished as well. We don't know that. But I hit jump instead of drift like an idiot. Yeah, they could be pretty far behind. The other tracks may not even exist yet. We don't know. So hopefully they give enough time to finish that, because I don't know if a year's gonna be enough time. If they've been working on this, I think, for about a year, and this is where the game is right now. Another year may not be enough, but I don't think we have any confirmation about how much is done behind the scenes that we didn't get in this release version. I think that's all I really had to say, though. I showed you the little the little character Easter egg. If you want to see more gameplay, I have a bunch of footage recorded of me just doing laps. I think this game is pretty fun whenever it's functional. Um, I can post some of those if you want. We can talk about more stuff if you want to. If there's any questions that you have, any theories that you want to share in the comments, go ahead and let me know. Maybe you have an idea of what you think those characters are supposed to be, what they're supposed to mean. You could tell me if you're still insane and you don't think that William is the orange guy, the Midnight Motorist, despite all the new evidence that we have. I love hearing those delusional people, so you can yell at me about that if you want. But I think that's it. I think I'm going to keep it short and sweet this time, so thank you for watching, and love you, bye.
Sweet girl, you brought your friends.